It's the Gang Breaks Kayfabe, and we are back. We've got our Captain Jason is back.
He does not get his rank back. He does not. That is not.
Listen,
look, he's got the
I was
shirt.
on a boat, but now wait. Here, let me tell you why I was missing everybody. Listeners, I know you're interested.
Mm-hmm.
What happened was we did the WrestleMania 7 preview, right? And we loved it, all of it. And I thought, I need to get my hair braided like the British Bulldog. And the only way I can do this is to go to the professionals in Nassau. Okay. And wouldn't you know it, I got there, and they said my hair wasn't long enough. And I said, sons of bitches, I'm taking over the ship, and I'm the captain now. And we came back 3 days early.
Did you get our message in a bottle?
I did not. I'm sorry.
Son of a bitch. There was very important instructions on that.
They don't, messaging the bottles really went downhill.
Yeah.
So you're saying the stock I own in it is not worth anything?
No. Oh, yeah. No, it's not worth anything. I will say that we listened to the podcast without me as we were driving back from Florida overnight. And my wife, who apparently has never listened to the podcast, although she swears she does, thinks one of the three of you is hilarious and doesn't understand why she wasn't introduced to you sooner than she was introduced to the other two. I'll leave it to you guys to figure out who that is.
Talking about me.
My finger does weird things.
Yeah, it was that guy.
So
she was like, he's really funny.
Is
like,
the
the other two you're used to.
Your new favorite?
Mm-hmm. It's his wife's favorite. That says something.
Yeah. It didn't do very well.
How many views did we get? Yeah, that's the question. How many views did we get with public knowledge I wasn't on the show?
Yeah, we're really seeing a dip in viewership, so we're glad to have you back.
You guys joke, but
I'm not.
These two didn't even know that you weren't going to be there. I'm like, no, Jason's not going to be there. I'm like, what?
I knew, but I was confused.
I didn't know.
You said it, but then you said you could see the pay-per-view, and I thought that meant you could also do the podcast too.
Oh, no. Pay-per-view was the day before I got on the cruise.
No.
Well, most of us are reading at a level of fogginess and haziness, so things get lost sometimes.
You know what Draven says? 100 milligrams a day keeps the CTE away.
Yes. Yes, sir. I don't know if that's scientific or medical.
It rhymes.
Fact and all, but I like it.
Right. It's
I told
a
my doctor
copywritten
that
phrase.
at my last visit. So
let us know in the comments if you want a T-shirt with that on it.
Well, we are here to not really review Saturday Night's Main Event, but more so just talk about what everybody's talking about in the professional wrestling world. Jonathan Cena. We will give our quick overall thoughts on Saturday Night's Main Event. Mostly, I was super down with the tag match. More Javon Evans and Leon Slater.
AC Slater.
I thought the match was really, they did, for a short match like that, the story was great. The rest of the show, I don't really remember. Cody and Oba were really good. Oba's definitely, a star in the making. Just no doubt about it.
Do you find his walk a little goofy, though, when he does
a little bit?
I actually don't.
Cartoony.
To me, it adds to him. I'm the odd one out on this one, but it's like to me, it's like the 20%. In the first Black Panther movie, like the native tribe there that wear the furs and stuff. That's what he comes off as to me.
Yeah, exactly what I said, especially when he has the necklace on and everything. And I will say that my son saw him doing that and started doing the walk with him. So
very imitatable.
Kids, then there you go.
I just think for his character, it's a little cartoony. If he wouldn't exaggerate it quite as much, just cut it back like 20%, I'd be happy.
If he gets on the main roster, they're going to tell him to amp it up 300%.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I had kind of gotten used to it because he's one of the guys I'll watch his stuff from like NXT when it gets posted. But yeah, he's clearly going to be a main eventer in no time. I think.
Hot take: he should have Braun Breaker's spot and be the next guy that they strap the rocket to.
I agree.
I like him better than Braun.
Yeah, he's got like he's just.
It's going to be a repeat of the Reigns when they're trying to make him the guy and nobody wanted it, and they wanted Bryan. They're going to try and make Braun Breaker the guy at the expense of Oba, and I think that's what's going to happen again.
I am interested.
You can't make both of them though. You have the Royal Rumble.
There's only one.
He has a good
Hogan, Austin, Cena, and Reigns. Like that's what they were doing.
But there was
Reigns.
Austin and Rock. There was Brett and Shawn. You know what I mean? You can make two guys. I don't know why.
There's never really two guys. There's Hogan and Savage, 1A and 1B. But you know which one's one.
Well, one of them would have to be 1B and make them compete for it. Push them both and see who earns 1A and who earns 1B.
They won't do that. They'd send one to SmackDown and one to Raw. That way they don't have to compete. And hopefully they can sell as much merch for both.
Batista, Cena. I guess that was the 1A, 1B at that time.
Orton, Cena, like that for a time.
Well, yeah.
But I'm definitely down for Drew versus Oba. I think that match will be really good. There's a lot of matchups with Oba I'm looking forward to. But the match with Bayley and Sol Ruka, I thought was okay. I thought it was good. I thought it was good that Sol Ruka went over. Like I think she's super talented. I really dig her stuff. But the whole night was you're just waiting for the Cena Gunther match. The one thing, so how do you guys feel about, because I don't like it, they started doing this thing now on all the shows. I'm pretty sure it's like all the big shows, and it's trying to be like a sport, like a real sports feel, I think, but like where they cut to like this time it was Stephanie and what's his name,
Joe Tef.
Yeah, like I don't really think I don't understand the need for like the little.
They do it just for Saturday Night's Main Event because that was the format back.
Is that the only one they're doing it for?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why I thought it was like a common thing now.
Before it was Jesse that they were sending it to, Jesse and Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
I love Steph, don't get me wrong, and have nothing against Joe Tessie, but I just don't feel like they have it's literally, it just seems like it's him reading questions to her and then her trying to answer and then turning to the crowd and then turning back, and it doesn't come off nearly as fluid as when Jesse's doing it, or when a normal commentator's doing it.
I think it's that Joe guy is so like scared and stiff. You know when it takes a while, like for a commentator, like it's like Michael Cole. Sometimes it comes off as dumb, but he's obviously clearly relaxed. And Pat McAfee came in relaxed, but that Joe guy's just like, get what I need to say, do what I need to do. You know, I mean, he's not having fun or like, and so there's no chemistry because he's just like nervous, especially with Stephanie standing there.
So what were your guys' kind of like thoughts? Anything stand out?
I'm a high voter on Bayley. I love Bayley's work, so I'm probably going to put this ahead of everybody else. But that finish they had where it was the Soul Snatcher and then the roll-up, but the reversal and the reversal of that, having that be the finish instead of like a totally clean one, I think was the right way to go and was a little more believable.
It was great.
I love Bayley. Yeah. I think she's great.
Me and Fee are currently in an argument over who's better, Asuka or Bayley.
That's
tough, isn't it?
I think I don't know. I don't think they've ever really truly let Asuka have like a true heel run, like not in the way she did in Japan. But I think Bayley has been more able to adapt and be different things.
Versatile.
I think Bayley's
more versatile.
Bayley's ceiling is way higher. Like Bayley and Sasha at that Brooklyn NXT match is my favorite women's match of all time. Asuka's more consistent, but Bayley's highs are higher.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, Now, I enjoyed the card through and through. Tag match was great. They definitely put over the younger talent, which was excellent to see. And hopefully we get to see more of them on main roster instead of just enhancement talent for a match here and there, just for the point of, hey, look how flippy these guys are, and hey, look how solid they are. And when you have a guy that Swerve Strickland saying, hey, I couldn't compare to this guy, you have Will Ospreay saying this is the next guy in the tag team, like that's
Javon Evans
pretty impressive.
2 years ago was on a show opening that I was on, winning the heavyweight title. Now he's wrestling on John Cena's last show. He's
against AJ Styles, for the tag titles.
Because you gave him what advice? This is all because of you, I'm sure. So what did you?
I said be back. Actually, so I was so late in the car, I sat out and watched that match, and I didn't know any of the guys in it. It was a three-way, or it was a four-way, and so I didn't know any of the other guys at all. And from watching it, me and Fee were just sitting there talking about it, and I said, that guy's the best guy in there. And he did a springboard in the match, and I was like, holy cow, like that springboard. And so I remember that, and he's the only dude I remembered from it. So
screw you, other three guys.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Are still probably in the locker room with Vance.
We're gonna look that up, and then
probably 3 of our listeners out of 6.
We're gonna be like,
I think it was a carload of guys. I think Javon brought those. I think they all came together. I think that's why they were all in a match together.
So, any other thoughts before we get into the real story from the show?
One thought from me: when AJ did his botch, at first I felt so sad about it. But I watched it again. I think it was a planned botch. I think this is the start of, oh shit, I'm losing it. I can't, whatever, going into his retirement.
Man, Leon Slater did respond real quick. I even asked you boys if you remember when he fell. I said, was that on?
Because I couldn't think of a way that they fixed that spot so quick, because he gets covered right away. Already, dude drags him into place and goes up top, and there was not enough time to communicate, okay, catch me in a powerbomb, reverse it into the Styles Clash. It's too much going on there.
Unless that was the finish.
But so AJ's doing the forearm. What is Leon Slater doing?
So what? Okay, so
he's not taking it because they went to a spot that involved Leon being up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they were still because they still could have done something in between right there. The only reason I wasn't sure if it was work or just a botch is because the camera didn't seem to know to stick with it. Which could be a change in the way WWE does things now, but I feel like if that was a part of the match, they would have made sure to be.
They also didn't publicize it. They didn't put it.
Talk about it, yeah.
They just moved on.
But it could be the way that they're thinking now, where they want to make everybody question what's real, what's not.
So I'm watching this match, and there's 2 people watching with me, and I'm talking about how great AJ Styles is at this age, and he's about to do that springboard. And I say the words, it's crazy. He never falls doing this. And then he fell, and I was like, I stand corrected.
They're like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Right.
All right. Well, so let's all promise we're still going to be friends after this discussion. Because just based on the...
What do you mean after?
Initially, I think...
There's that Caribbean attitude.
Maybe me and Draven were just the two that disagreed on it.
I think I'm kind of in the middle.
So, and I've kind of changed because of what happened on Raw. So Gunther and Cena, I thought the match was I enjoyed the match.
Solid.
I thought Cena gave it. He was given it was his last match. He was putting everything out there. So I personally, again, like I said in the group chat, in a vacuum of this specific match on that night, I loved the finish. I loved the Cena, I guess it's all up into interpretation. I'm kind of putting my own view of what I think the finish was. Kind of Cena just letting.
You don't get to fix the booking with your brain.
So, Cash, you and Matt Hardy did the same thing. Have you guys seen this? I saved it for the podcast.
No.
Here's what Matt Hardy tweeted out.
Isn't that what I said the night of the show? Like Cena just being like, "Hey, I'm done."
Yeah. Pretty much the same vein. He says that Cena has been saying publicly his body is breaking down and he can't take the in-ring abuse anymore. John has lived with the pressure of carrying WWE on his back for 2 decades, which is stressful. It was his final match. After getting out of the sleeper multiple times and getting locked in at the final time, he physically and mentally had nothing left to give. I think Cena came to the realization that he didn't have to fight anymore. He didn't have to carry this company anymore and didn't have to live up to unrealistic expectations more. He just let go. John found solace in finally being able to quit, hence the smirk. In his mind, he didn't tap out. He clocked out and is walking away from the burden of being the face and the flag bearer of WWE. John Cena finally let go and found it euphoric. His 23-year journey finished. Basically what you're saying.
I like the phrase of he didn't tap out, he clocked out. I like that phrasing.
So I thought I thought the original ending of Dexter sucked. So if I just go back and rewrite what the ending was, does that make it good? That's all Matt Hardy just did there. That's all headcanon shit that wasn't presented, isn't part of the story on TV.
Before you get on your hard line, let me go the middle ground here. So I think Cena should have went out on his back. I disagree with Omega on that. I'm with Cash on that. Cena should have lost for sure. My only thing is the real world implications of kids with cancer holding that motto, never give up. And so many Make-A-Wish kids say that inspired them to keep fighting, and then they had him give up. What, for a wrestling story, like if it helps one kid fight cancer, then just don't have him pass out. Does it really help make the story that much different? So I think he should have lost. I think he should have passed out, and he still never gave up. He still hoped all these children that he's going to keep doing Make-A-Wish for, and they still get Gunther, as the winner and choked out Cena.
Okay, and since I'm also a mid-ground, so let me go next. I agree Cena should have went out on his back, unless, like I had said before, then some younger person came out and said, hey, what happened to this was supposed to be an opportunity for someone like you started coming out with Angle. You should have went against a younger person, someone from NXT, someone whoever, and made it a shorter match and then had something else happen afterwards. In the time period of the match, though, I didn't mind it. But then after hearing Tim's story, as a cancer child, that literally he was doing Make-A-Wish things backstage that night, which good on him, because he could have been we clearly know he's a great guy, right? He could have easily been like, this night's all about me. I'm not doing this tonight. Like, I'm going out. We're celebrating. We're whatever. But I can understand how that kind of ruins the whole gimmick of never give up when you do. So my whole question, and it's still, even after watching Raw, is so what's next then for Gunther to make this something? So he's gonna now just wait until AJ's retirement match and just they're not gonna do anything with him other than, hey, you're the retirement guy, and now there's other guys in a pipeline that want to retire, so we're just gonna roll you out for the next retirement thing and you're gonna tap the next guy out. Like, if they don't do something with him big, since it doesn't appear he's in a title picture, what was the point? Like, okay, you got rid of him, you got rid of Goldberg. Now what are we doing with you between? What did Gunther do between Goldberg and Cena?
All right, you guys ready for some bird law here?
You had the title and then you lost the title to a guy that we all decided was terrible as the champion? Like, that's the thing.
Bird law time. Bird law time. Bird law.
I think I have your answers, but Draven.
All right, I'm starting my defense.
Go for it.
I'm starting my defense way back in time here, but I'm going somewhere with it, Your Honor. All right, so this bullshit time-honored, we go out on our back stuff. Where did that originate?
So you are 100% right.
Oh no! Don't cut me off in my
moving territories. It's about
the
moving territories when you leave a territory.
Right. And why were they doing that for the territory?
Because you were going to be gone and another guy was going to be staying in the territory.
Because generally the guy leaving is the top guy making the most money, so you have to make a new top guy for them to have somebody to draw money at these territory shows back in the day. Now, we'll fast forward. That's my first part of the argument. Let's go back through history and look at some things that were booked at retirement matches and see why going out your back doesn't make a goddamn person. Ric Flair's retirement. Shawn Michaels retired him. Did that make Shawn Michaels, or was he already made? Next year,
I don't think that was set up to make Shawn Michaels.
Well, none of them are. That's my argument here. Next, we get Shawn Michaels' retirement. Did the Undertaker need that?
He got a good Michaels rub.
Then we got the only one that debunks this, but not really. Angle got retired by Baron Corbin. Did that make him? He's at least the only one that could have used it. He just didn't get made. Then that same night, you get Batista losing to Triple H. Did that make Triple H? Does Gunther, the longest Intercontinental Champion of all time, the longest UK Champion of all time, already a two-time World Champion and already retired Goldberg, is he already not made? Like, does he need to be made? Does this even make him? He doesn't need made.
Again, I'm in the middle ground. I didn't think this match was to make Gunther. I just think John Cena should have lost.
Well, and I say same thing. It didn't need to make him, but now what are they going to do with him? Like what?
Right, he's then? Not. So it doesn't look like he's in the title picture of either title. So why does he need the heat?
I think my issue was that he fought Gunther to begin with, because it looked that way months ago. Okay, this is who it's going to be. Then they set up this tournament where it's going to be the young people that don't even work for this company. All these possibilities, and then it still came down to the guy who I think we had all talked about before a tournament even was announced. So it was just kind of a foregone conclusion. Oh, he's going to lose to this guy. So it would have definitely been more shocking and probably a better story had Cena won.
So Cena doesn't need to make anyone on his way out because WWE is making record profits right now, don't need anyone made. So that's a bullshit reason. They're not going to go out of business. This isn't a territory. So we've also established that even going out, if you're using that as a credit to make somebody get over, in the past, none of the people they've given it to have actually worked. Not a single retirement match where it's, this is my retirement match. Do they put somebody over and it actually means anything? So why couldn't this be like Sting's retirement where everyone gets to celebrate with the guy on the way out? To me, it's just stupid to keep doing the same exact booking over and over when nobody likes it. It doesn't really accomplish anything. I don't understand why they do it. And this would have been the one time you've booked a whole show around, this is my retirement show. He's been the ace of the company for 20 years. I just don't get why the happy moment with the audience isn't valued over, well, this gives us one more thing to say on TV about Gunther.
So, Mega, you're moving me closer to center. I'm about 50-50 now that I would, either way, I think it'd be fine. But I won't say Cena winning's better, though. But I will say either way.
What do you think the best retirement run is of all time? Because I think it's Sting's AEW run, where he was presented as a big deal the entire time and got to go out
I can't even
celebrating with his kids.
Runs.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because they're all dog shit.
Well, there's really not usually retirement runs in wrestling.
You'll regret saying that the next few years coming up here.
Well, yeah. Oh, no, yeah. I said there's usually not. Like, it's going to be a new thing now.
Ric Flair kind of had one because he said next time he lost, he would retire. That's the only one I can really think of off the top of my head, right? Name me another one. Anybody?
Sting. Because Sting also did the same thing. I'm done such and such
Sting.
time.
Yeah, I guess he kind of did. Yeah.
Brian Danielson did the when I lose the AEW title, I'm retiring. It was a short run, but it was still one of those runs.
Oh, yeah. And he still hasn't said he's not retired, technically. But
check with me after Wrestle Kingdom, and we'll see how Tanahashi Okada goes.
But that's just a match, right? Not a run.
But that's. But Tanahashi announced earlier in the year this is his last year, so
okay. That one counts for sure.
You know, and then he had that awesome cage match, whatever the hell that was, for AEW with the ladder spot.
I forgot about that.
That's the only thing that will be remembered from his retirement run.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. It frustrates me because, especially the reaction from the higher up. So, what purpose does it serve to have Triple H do a smug laugh when they're doing these chants, or like shit talk them on the post show when they're chanting, "Oh, that'd be louder." Like, what does? I'm sick of basically WWE taking every opportunity to troll and treat their audience like garbage.
Like, unless
that when Triple H did that, my friend Mark promo when CM Punk left, they had 4.5 million viewers. They struggle to get 1 million now.
My whole thing is, unless they're going to make Triple H a character, I hate that the booker who is, they know he decides who wins and loses is the heel for the. I hate that dynamic that it even exists. But I don't know if that's just me being an old school guy. But like, they're not mad about wrestlers anymore. They're just mad about the one guy who's a booker, and they know he made the decision. So just. Right. It's almost like the backstage is really.
That's another point in my favor for the Cena shouldn't have lost, because there's no rub to give Gunther because all the heat went to Triple H immediately.
Well, yeah, but I mean, whether it's true or not, they did say they had to have extra security for him to get out of the building, that people were trying to rush Gunther's car, that all this stuff. So, I mean, some people there, whether they were legit upset or just following mob mentality or a little drunk, whatever it might be, seemed to have actually taken some offense with him when he was leaving the building. But
I think so just because he's involved.
But to your point that you brought up before, no matter how much heat this does transfer to Gunther, they're not putting a title run on him. Like, he's not the main focus, so why was it him?
Which clearly on Raw, they were like, how dare you, you son of a bitch? You beat a man in a match clean. You need to leave now. Like, what? Like, why am I being punished? I didn't do anything. Like, I said I was going to beat him. I beat him. So, and I feel like they didn't take advantage of I mean, I do think that opening segment was pretty good on Raw as far as him just coming out, standing on the table. But they never elaborated on Cena saying months ago, I'm going to kill the professional wrestling business. And then for Gunther to be, I'm a professional wrestler, I'm killing entertainment. And then for Michael Cole to say it, but then they never elaborated on that. Like, Gunther should come out and be the smug, listen, I saved this whole industry. He said he was going to kill it. Why are you people booing me? I should be worshipped today. And, I mean, he got across the boos anyway, but, like, all right, go home.
So
it's just weird.
I think, as far as the Gunther being not being involved in the title picture or whatever, I don't see the Cody and Drew stuff lasting much longer, and I see Cody and Gunther being
that's weird because it's Cody and Reigns is already penciled in.
I don't know if to me the way they're building up, Gunther just
triple threat, unless they're triple threading
maybe
Gunther Cody.
I think all they're doing with
putting Gunther over.
I think all they're doing with Gunther is putting him with Lesnar and putting him over Lesnar.
That could be it. But I think with Cody standing and them keeping showing,
they've already done Cody and Gunther a bunch of times now. Like, I don't know. I don't think that would. But
now it's with the Cody's realizing that he has to take over and fill John Cena's
You're giving them so much credit. Do you think anyone in that writing room is even?
It's what they're pushing. They've been doing nothing but posting the video and pictures of Cody staring at Cena's shit in the ring. It's clearly what they're going for.
I get that part. That'll be part of Cody's story going forward with whoever he's going to be with. I don't think Gunther has any role in that.
I think he will when he shows up and Cody calls him out for talking shit about, I made him tap like a bitch and all that stuff.
It's for Lesnar, because how can you have Gunther and Lesnar at WrestleMania if John Cena beats Gunther and then Brock squashed Cena? You know what I mean? Be like, yeah, I beat the guy that, they couldn't have John beat Gunther if he's going to go under Lesnar.
No, right? I think it's a better story if Gunther doesn't beat Cena. Then Gunther challenges Lesnar, and Lesnar, like, little kids, I'm like, you can't even fucking beat Cena. You want a match with me? Fine. And then Gunther dominates the fuck out of him, and I think that would give Gunther more than coming in with the heat from Cena.
Who's the face in that?
Brock
Gunther and Lesnar, because that would make. I would say that makes Gunther the face if you're doing it the way you're saying. He's the underdog.
That's a weird. Yeah.
No. I
think you definitely have the Gunther that has retired John Cena, who is feeling like he's the most indestructible, unbeatable human on the planet, the best wrestling machine in the world, talking shit to Brock Lesnar, and being like, finally, like, since Samoa Joe, the first guy that's been like, I don't give a fuck who you think you are, like, I'll hit you just as hard. So, like, I think if they had him coming in being like, I couldn't beat Cena, but I'll try to beat you. Like, that's the worst
shit ever. Lesnar, you beat the shit out of him, but you couldn't make him tap.
Yeah.
And then what kind of cross situations are they going to have marketing of the Street Fighter movie? If Guile fights against Akuma in the movie, they're like, listen, we got to have Cody fight against Roman, and then we're going to have it sponsored by a Street Fighter movie.
I hate how that is a possibility. I hate that you.
How that makes sense.
If somebody was taking a bet on that, I would go place it right now because that is it.
That's exactly what it's going to be. They're going to, like, the day that it either comes out in theaters, which might be too close. So maybe the day it shows up on video on demand, and you can get it through Netflix. You can get it through after the Warner Brothers merger.
Or whatever merger by then happens.
Like, however it goes, that's going to be the play of, look at these two stars of this movie. We can show clips from the movie. We can show this as part of the hype video.
I can see the videos now. I can see the videos now.
I'm upset.
It's going to be, by the time we get to that movie coming out on, like, home video release or streaming or whatever, it's going to be Crackle has just bought all streaming services. Sign up for the new Crackle Plus Mega Ultra Extreme.
Tubi present.
Well, speaking of Crackle,
Tubi did it. They won.
I guess. You can't find our T-shirts on Crackle, but we will show you where you can find them, and we'll be right back after that.
And crack.
This T-shirt is gross, but what do I do? It's all I got.
That's the only shirt you've got? I might have a solution for you then. If you go to ProWrestlingTees.com and you search for Aaron Draven, which I think you guys can all see right there on the screen how to spell it, you can find official Gang Breaks Kayfabe T-shirts. That's right. Jason, can you believe it?
I can't, but what I can believe is you can get your official shirt of either all of us, or you can choose which one of us you like the best and get just our shirt. Fine.
Breaks Kayfabe full logo on a pink shirt, or pick. Do you prefer Vance, Jason, Cash, or Omega? And get a yellow shirt. Oh, I wish he wasn't doing that.
That's so
Let's get him a long sleeve shirt.
So the only thing you guys didn't mention.
But Draven, how do they find those shirts again?
They are $19.99 each, no matter what design you pick. ProWrestlingTees.com/wrestlers-t-shirts/Aaron Draven. Super easy to remember. Definitely not going to be on the screen here because you're going to be able to remember it without me even putting a graphic up.
And go buy them. That way I can afford to buy one for myself.
I don't need this anymore.
Oh, God.
Here we go. Lord. Here we go. That was the whole reason you wanted to do this, is so he can take his shirt off.
Right now,
you know, to play this damn game. Okay, so can I have the court now? Can I approach the bench?
I'll allow it.
Okay. So
wait, I thought I was the judge.
Well, no, you were the bird lawyer.
I'm the bird lawyer, the judge, and the executioner.
Well, that doesn't. I'm just the captain.
And Jason's the captain, which is above all of it.
I think, and Tim should be able to back me up on this. I think one thing we're forgetting about Triple H being the booker, and I'm not saying I don't think Triple H needs to be on the show as much as he is. I don't think every voice.
You know what?
This isn't the part you're gonna.
Vance is.
This isn't the part you're backing me up on. I don't think we need a Triple H voiceover for every fucking thing that happens. I don't think Triple H needs to be in the forefront of every fucking WWE thing that happens.
Hard disagree. Continue.
I definitely don't think he should have came out at the end with the big, smiling and laughing because the crowd was booing him, all that shit. So I'm with you on that. But as far as Triple H as a booker goes, and this is the part where I think Tim should be able to back me up, I think you have to keep in mind that this dude idolized and worshipped Ric Flair, Killer Kowalski, old school territory guys. Like, of course Triple H is going to have that mindset.
I thought that same thing.
The top guy goes out on his back. Like,
so all I'm hearing, let me just say back to you in the words that I'm hearing this. So what you're telling me is Triple H is out of touch.
Out of touch.
A bit, yes.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
At the same time, so here's where I did not realize that, like, I am seemingly in, like, the minority. I didn't realize, like, and this may just be people kind of being a bit of a mark. Like, this may be because people letting too much emotion in on this shit. But, like, everyone just feels like Gunther's not an amazing fucking worker and, like, a top heel, which I don't understand.
Well, they would be wrong.
They would be
to me,
wrong.
he's like
he's the best heel they have, probably.
I think he was a little bit better when he was bigger because it just made his beatings more believable.
Yeah.
But yeah, top tier, amazing worker.
Yeah. So, like, I'm seeing tons of, like,
name a better heel. Drew, maybe? Is that it?
Promo-wise, I think Drew's a better character, but Gunther's better in the ring.
Yeah. But Drew at this point has lost so much that, like, and that's not his fault, but, like, at this point, it's just like, yeah, okay, you're...
So, think about this. Drew and Gunther are only 2 years apart in age.
That's weird.
So, yeah, like, I'm seeing, like, a lot of, like, the backlash against this whole thing. Not only is the Triple H booking, but it being Gunther that got the spot. And I'm just kind of like, well... I
can't think of a better person to... honestly. I mean, really.
Again, even though I argued that earlier, I have no issue with it being Gunther. My issue was with why do the tournament when that's who it clearly was going to be.
You could have spent those
Phil TV.
You could have spent those. You could have spent those 10 weeks with actual story beats between Cena and Gunther to build up to it, and that would have meant way more than 10 weeks of matches to lead to one match that had no story.
That I definitely,
especially with Cena losing 3 of the last 4 matches of his career. Like,
that's another good point. There's not a lot of rub to give because he's lost a lot in the last 5 years.
And
especially the last few matches right at the end.
Right.
Like, again, because I said this in the group chat after the match, like, if I'm just looking at the match on Saturday Night's Main Event and what happened, I love it. But, yeah, like, as soon as I take into consideration the whole retirement tour as a whole leading up to that, like, there's so many things wrong. And then, in my head... So, like, I was expecting Cena, because I even said, I was like, Cena's going to everybody's going to come out, celebrate with him. Cena's going to cut a promo. Everybody's going to go home happy anyway. So, but then he didn't cut the promo. So I thought, okay, he's going to open Raw tomorrow night. It'll be, he's going to do, like, the one last Raw to give his, like, farewell speech and all this. So Gunther comes out, and he's doing his thing, and, like, he keeps taking the breaks. And I'm thinking, like, all right, any second now, Cena's music's going to hit. And then it never does, and I was just like, oh, okay. So I feel like not following up and not having Cena have, like, a final, like, promo is not, there's a big, huge deficit there, because I think he could have kind of saved some of that grace of the never give up.
You're 100% right on that, too.
Yeah.
By vocalizing why, because... Like, it's not like Cena's not going to still be out there. I mean, the dude's one of the biggest Hollywood stars right now. He
could have fixed the whole thing with this one line, and it would have been a good line. He could have said, I wasn't giving up. It's just that my time is not now. And I'm giving that time up. It's not mine
There
anymore.
you go. Boom. That fixes a lot of it.
He he uses his catchphrase in there. He, makes it make sense. And
so here's what happened. Triple H is a petty bastard, and he was like, you know what? Goldberg wants to complain about getting 10 seconds of a retirement speech. We're not going to have Cena do any seconds of retirement speech. Now, screw you, Goldberg.
Yeah, I mean, I would get the and I do get the never give up thing with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. That there's some shit there where you're like, yeah, maybe we should have had the guy give up. But at the same time, if it was say, Randy Orton, who's not in every other movie that comes out, he's not on every other late night talk show, he's not on every other podcast. Then it would be like, hey man, maybe this message you've been spreading in your WWE career, and now that you're going to just go away from the public eye, maybe you shouldn't have just given up on it. But Cena's still going to be the dude that's out there motivating the shit out of people. He's still going to be involved in Make-A-Wish. It's not like he's just all right, now fuck them kids.
You need a good answer whenever you're still doing the never give up stuff, and the kid goes, but you gave up. I just want to know what Cena says. It's going to be good. I'm sure it will. Yeah. But I just want to hear so we can all know why he gave up.
But yeah, and I mean, again, I don't know. To me, if you can't put your own, I guess if you can't project your own interpretation of things, I don't know how you can say that's a bad. I don't know how you can be you can't just rewrite the booking. It's how I interpreted the story.
Well, okay, you're talking about you, but that Matt Hardy thing was so far out of left field of what they've actually demonstrated on the show. Sure, Cena the human being has gone on podcasts and said his body's sore and everything. That hasn't been part of his character on TV. That's not part of the story. You don't get to count that.
But neither is Triple H getting booed. That's not part of the story, and the fans all know about it.
Yeah.
All right. So it's not like the fans don't know all that information that we know. It's not like they don't know that Cena's been talking about his body's been hurt. We know Triple H is the booker, and they don't say, hey, Triple H books this. We just,
I don't follow, because what I'm saying is,
you're saying it can't be part of the story because they haven't used it on TV. They haven't used Triple H being the booker on TV, and
yes, they have.
Fans picked up on it.
His fucking title is Chief Content Officer. Chief Content Creation Officer and all that. They don't
come out and say but Triple H has determined tonight that Gunther's going to make John Cena crap out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Now, isn't there an entire show called Unreal?
That's an entirely separate thing.
But it's not.
So should I? So do I have to follow every single wrestler in WWE on every single social media platform so I can know the story, because the bits and pieces that they're going to say are part of the story on TV all derive from what the real human being has done on their social media?
Are you describing AEW's booking right now?
They have booking?
No, you don't have to.
They have booking?
AEW has always been here's this whole feud is because these guys had a 30-second thing on YouTube 15 years ago.
Right.
And now, yeah.
Oh, but they took the time to say that part on TV. That's giving context to the story. You just don't assume that everybody knows that story.
And it's not just social
passing,
media, though.
They say it in passing on commentary.
Which is more than...
They were promoting season 2 of Unreal last night on Raw. So even if I don't... clearly in order for me to watch Raw, I have to have Netflix. So it's not this is a whole different platform. So I have access to that, and they were promoting the first season of it that clearly shows, here's the behind. But here's how I would have fantasy booked it, because I know that's where we're going next, right? How should we have really done this? John Cena goes ahead and calls out The Rock for ruining the middle of his retirement tour by turning him heel for no reason and then shitting all over it because no one cares about a storyline. And then he was supposed to fight Travis. He was supposed to fight Travis Scott in his final win, but because Travis Scott didn't show up for a 6-man at SummerSlam, they had to pivot really fast.
So they should have forced Travis
really
Scott
fast.
to show up at Saturday Night's Main Event and face John Cena in his final match. Is what you're saying,
right? I mean, they removed him as downloadable content from the video game and added Grande Americano.
If you're too scared to be in a real ring, can't be in the video game.
Right. So, I mean, I feel like that was really where this was headed to, was Rock in the corner of Travis Scott against John Cena in his final match.
You think that's where?
I take everything bad back I've said about what happened with Gunther.
Yeah.
So we should be very happy about what we got.
The alternative. So Draven is right, as like they should have had just weeks of Cena and Gunther build up, because then you could have had Cena doing the doubting himself.
I think there would have been less people upset with the finish too if there was a big long lead up. Even if you got the exact same match with the exact same finish, I think you get a different reaction from the audience.
Well, and what if they still did a tournament? Cena comes out and says, listen, I want my last show to be about the future. So what we're going to do is a tournament, and whoever the last 4 people standing are, then you get a match. There's only going to be 4 matches on my last show. And so whoever the...
Oh, not 4 Cena matches. You're saying to fill the other TV time they use this tournament?
Everybody. Oh, shit.
Like,
no, that is...
I get what you're
fighting everybody.
The tournament matches were to determine the matches.
If they wanted a tournament to fill time, that's
would be determined by it based in people who used to work there, people from NXT, people whoever. So we're going to do a tournament to see.
Yeah, I thought
you do 2 tournaments at that point. I guess a women's and a men's.
Like, I'm having my last 4 matches all in one night. I'm burying the shit out of 3 guys.
I'm beating all of them.
I'm with Jason. Yes, I understood you.
For what it's worth, when we watched it, my son said, "Is he fighting the entire roster?" So EJ thought that it was really going to be he thought it was going to be a gauntlet match.
So is he thinking that on his own, or is he reading your texts? Is he reading your texts? Because that's what I put as my idea in the group chat.
Oh.
So is this whole thing with kind of the backlash and which I will say, like, again, any press is good press to me. I think I think that's people are talking about this. Gunther got booed the hell out of the building. Whether people say they're booing it because it's X-Pac heat or whatever, it's an emotional fucking response. Like, you're kind of a mark. Like, you're kind of being a mark if you're booing the shit out of Gunther. Like, you're buying into it. He's your heel.
Yeah, because Gunther really
he beat your hero.
He had little to nothing to do with it in reality.
They're not booing him because he beat their hero. They're booing him the same reason they booed Roman Reigns when he beat The Undertaker. They're just sick of it.
So is this, then, like, what's the point of pro wrestling anymore? If the only thing is, like, if it's only we just want the booking to be perfect and we all have to vote now? Like, everybody...
I think you just can't. You can make a few mistakes and you can do a few bad finishes and things that are fuck-ups. They've just consistently fucked Cena's entire year, all of his booking, not all of his matches, but so much of the run and everything in totality has been such shit that people just wanted a happy ending to it, and they couldn't even get that. I don't think this is an industry-wide, every single decision kind of thing. I think this is like a one really important thing where they fucked up 30 times in a row, and people were just sick of it.
But what, like, what? Okay, so what does giving Cena, what does giving the crowd at that show and you watching it that night, what does that do for the future of wrestling? By giving you the happy ending of Cena winning.
The same thing that Sting's retirement in AEW did. It gives you such an awesome moment that inside...
I can't tell you anything about that match.
Doesn't matter.
I have an helpful Omega point. It gives you goodwill to a promotion that you will trust will do the thing that you're going to like at least sometimes.
You're going to watch it anyways.
You say that, and most people do, but it does slowly trickle over time. People just have different jumping off points. It's driving people away.
And then there's always jumping back on points. It's going to be if you sit there and worry about losing a few,
Cash,
some viewers.
I feel like I'm arguing Omega's point now. So do you think no booking matters? As someone who takes booking very seriously,
I'm starting
to watch it no matter what.
I'm starting to
listen
think
to Rock
doesn't, because if you book something that not everybody likes, all of a sudden, like, we can't believe you did that. We didn't.
I can think of 3 instances of this in the history of the business. This time, when Reigns beat The Undertaker and people were just sick of him, and when they didn't fucking push Daniel Bryan when the entire audience wanted it. There's been 3 instances of this in the last 40 years of the industry. I don't think
Hogan kept beating everybody as Red and Yellow Hulk in WCW, and the crowd started booing him.
Damn, you ruined it. I thought you were going to say, like, when Sid eliminated him from the Rumble, and I was going to be like, if they edit it out, you can't count it.
No. There's been plenty of times where the crowd has not got what they want, but back in the day, the crowd didn't have the internet to go to run to say, I can't believe the WWE hurt my feelings by not giving me the thing I wanted tonight. Ask 12-year-old Josh, who was listening to Bret Hart versus Shawn
So
Michaels.
What is wrestling to you then? What is wrestling to you then? Because it's just being into a kink where you're getting degraded. Because they just give you shit finishes nonstop. They don't give you the good thing. Where's the good thing? Where's the good thing? Give me the good thing.
Taking the ride, brother. You take the ride. You buy the
ride isn't just a drag through broken glass. There's an up on the ride before the down. Where's the up? Give me the up. I'm just looking for the up.
It doesn't have to be just broken glass. Are you just throwing broken glass in front of you?
You guys gotta slow down.
Oh, no. Are you just just appreciate some shit. Like, just appreciate that the fucking in-ring work is good, the promos are good, you got at least somebody that is fucking capable in the ring. You're not having Hogan shoved down your throat. You're not having...
I'll take the Hogan stuff because there was a story to it.
Well, that's just nonsense. There wasn't a story to it. It was Hulk Hogan's gonna win, brother. Hulk Hogan's must pose, brother. That was the story.
Earthquake sat on his chest. Andre ripped his necklace. There's stories here.
Gunther squeezed the life out of John Cena.
So, if we can all agree then, Gunther is a heel, everyone should have been booing him at the end of the match. I know Tim doesn't want to hear this, but if Triple H wouldn't have come out, and it would have just been the rest of the backstage people, do we feel that the crowd wouldn't have been, fuck this, chanting, and would have went from the bullshit of right at the moment of the tap out to a thank you Cena chant, instead of deferring all of what should have been love for Cena at that moment onto Triple H. So he shouldn't have come out, and who cares if the crowd were shitting on Gunther for beating him? He's the heel. You're supposed to shit on him for beating him.
So wait, do you guys think Triple H knew he was going to get this response, or he had to be a little surprised by it?
I think he's surprised by it.
Well, wasn't there something about how he was in the back laughing because the crowd started booing?
Well, I mean, he could think that's funny that they're booing the end of the match that Gunther. But I don't think he knew it was going to be all directed at him when he came out there.
I think
he let me dial it back a few notches. If you're the promoter of an independent show, let's just say you guys are running an Inception show. If at the end of the night your audience chants bullshit and you fucked up at you guys as the owners, how does that make you feel? Do you think you did your job? Do you think that's going to help your business going forward?
If we turn around to promote the next show correctly, yes. The whole idea, it's still wrestling risky, is still the basics. You want to see the guy that you don't like get his fucking ass beat.
Right, and here's the problem with that. With this, the guy that they want to have his ass beat is never going to do that because he's the owner. He's never going to put himself...
But that's why would we also ever make it about, like, wrestling shouldn't be about who's the booker and, like, the decisions they're making. That's not what wrestling's supposed to be. I try not to watch wrestling with, like, I wonder what the bookers decided for this. Like, I'm just trying to, like, watch a wrestling. That's why I kind of like AEW.
Do you watch movies and ever be like, oh, the director did a really good shot here, or this is, like, filmed well?
That's completely different.
How is that different than wrestling, that we're directors and creative...
Because the wrestlers in the ring, and I can appreciate the acting and the directing. But bad directing doesn't necessarily take me out of a movie. I can still enjoy a movie.
Bad booking doesn't take me out of watching a match, but I can still say it's bad booking. I like to see the match. I don't have a problem with the quality of the match they delivered.
Not you specifically, but a lot of people are just like, Cena should have won. It should have been like a good, like,
Well, that you're confusing two arguments here because that's been the same since the history of wrestling. I want Sting to win. I want Buddy Rogers to win. Like that's what fans want out of baby faces.
No one said that.
But people are treating it like it's.
I want Abraham Lincoln to win.
But people are treating this like it's a slap in the face to wrestling fans, and it's just another terrible move. But it's a fucking wrestling angle, like.
No, it's an all-time bad run of the biggest star of the business. It's an all-time bad finishing stretch.
Altogether, the Cena retirement booking, yes, one of the worst of all time.
So I think you're not putting enough emphasis on this isn't like an all-the-time thing from the fans. This is an all-time bad thing that they finally snapped on.
But so the Gunther has to pay for that? Gunther has to, like...
Well, what is it then? Do you want him booed because he's the heel and he retired the guy? Or do you not want him booed? Like, what do you mean?
Well, like, what's Gunther supposed to do? Like,
Gunther's doing incredibly well at what he's supposed to be doing. He's just going to try and transfer as much of the heat to his character and use it in whatever story he does going forward.
So I guess that instead of, like, the main story being, like, all right, Gunther just beat the guy that's carried the WWE for years, like, who's going to be able to stop him now? The story is John Cena should have won. It's like Triple H booked it and they didn't because he doesn't care about the fans. Like it's the story is Gunther beat Cena and now Gunther has another notch in his belt and now he's like the heel.
Right, and that's the on-air story.
This might be a strange take. I won't say hot, but so to your question, I think that when it's a bad booking decision, we tend to blame the booker, right? But if the match was a banger, then we're like, oh, who produced that? No one's going, oh, Triple H decided that Gunther goes over or Cena goes over. It's, oh, who put that match together? Because those spots were fantastic and the way it was put together. And I'm like, oh, who was the actual producer of the match? And I'm not even thinking about the overall booker that was like, hey, here's who we want to go over at the end. Now you guys figure out how to get from A to Z.
Well, to me, that's like movies, though, because there's two different categories. There's judging the story of the movie you're watching and judging the performances of the actors.
Right. So I think that that's for me personally. If it's a good match, I'm thinking more of the, oh, who put the match together, not who just decided to finish.
Well, so bookers get none of the praise and all the blame.
Does that make
sense? But the bookers don't get judged on a match. If there's a bad match, you don't go, that booker shouldn't have done that match. They get judged on the story. That's what the booker gets judged on, a good story or a bad story. The Bloodline stuff, we all agreed a lot of that was very good storytelling. They got their credit for that. They weren't saying this match was good because a lot of the Bloodline matches weren't good.
That's true.
Well, with the movie analogy, though, like if I tend to if I find a director whose work I like, I pay more attention to what they're doing. Like I'll notice different consistencies in the way they direct. But for the most part, if I don't know who that director is and I haven't I don't make it a point to watch their movies, like then I just don't really notice all that much. I'm watching the plot and the acting.
As I get older, and I think I got it from wrestling. I think you guys, especially Cash and Omega and Jace, actually, yeah. So like,
especially all of us.
Yeah. Well, you're all movie people. I was trying to think who's the most movie person. I was like, everybody's a movie person. I wasn't like this before. Wrestling made me like this. Is shots in wrestling translating to movies? I would notice shots in wrestling all the time for forever, and I just now in the past year have noticed shots in movies where I go, oh, you see that shot? And I'll ask them, that was a really good shot. But I got it the other way. So it's definitely the same thing.
Well,
directors and is the booker. But if a movie sucks, I mean, it can still have good actors, right? Technically,
there could be a good performance.
AEW,
Batman Forever. I love Jim Carrey's goofy ass performance, but the story fucking sucked. Like the movies can be the same way.
Who directed that one?
Joel Schumacher.
Son of a bitch. All right. So the last thing I want to bring up in response to what Draven said, about, and I've seen other people mention this too. The Sting, he got the happy, whatever. True, but
and I don't mean to cut you off, but did Darby get made during Sting's run without Sting having to put him over?
Well, that really wasn't my point. My point is, it's much easier to give the guy leaving the company the win and the big happy moment when his tag partner is sticking around in the company.
Okay, that's a fair point.
Not to mention that guy that left the company and retired still keeps randomly showing up during that former tag partner's matches.
Yeah. Well, Mick Foley will be there soon, so he'll take over that role.
But that does kind of demonstrate that there are ways to make somebody that doesn't mean you have to be the one to retire them.
Yeah, I mean, like being able to go back. I think.
Don't you want to live in the universe where instead of Gunther versus Cena, it's Gunther and Cena as a team, and he starts doing the Cena gimmick with the headbands and Never Give Up is now Gunther's thing, and he's a Marine?
Nope. I do not. I don't want to be in that world. I don't want to live in that. That sounds like the world where the Big Show dresses up as a baby and Hulk Hogan. I don't like it.
Moving forward, I'm the only one allowed to do fantasy booking.
Yeah. Raven always goes into weird.
That wasn't fantasy booking. That was a multiverse story.
Oh, okay.
Like,
man, don't give WWE an idea where they just have a multiverse show and it's all the stories are completely different.
It's already kind of part of the stories. Where do you think all the doinks came from?
Yeah.
That is canon.
Yeah, I mean, you could have had Cena, and Javon Evans against.
Here's what they need to do to capitalize on all this. They need to put the title on Gunther, and then Triple H comes out of retirement and beats him right off the bat. Make him the biggest baby face in the world. And
Who does
by that point, his daughter's now the booker, though, so it's completely.
Yeah, Tim would love it.
Oh, I would buy the pay-per-view. I wouldn't even steal it. Steal it.
But I mean, I think we can all agree that the Cena retirement tour was just fucking dumpster fire. Like, clearly there was no plan. If there was
they
a
didn't
plan,
have anything planned out.
No, again,
Cena did an interview where he said he told them he would do 203 shows this year, and they were like, no, we only want you for 35 or whatever the hell it was. Like, so there was
he could have been there for all kinds of promos to build shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, and you could have had.
Here's another question: was it a pay per appearance?
I was going to say, and the way all the contracts are structured now that it's TKO, they're off all the bonuses. It's just like AEW. It's a flat salary, everything all in.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about it a few times where if they were going to do the Cena heel turn and he was going to ruin wrestling, you have Cody be the guy to beat him at the end. Once the heel turn wasn't a success, and you had him kind of turn back face, I feel like there was a chance to save it at that point, and I think by that point they were just like, meh, we'll just see what we can do from here.
I think they were compensating because of that. They were like, man, everyone hates this. We got to give him AJ. We got to give him Punk. We got to give him,
I loved the AJ match.
People want to see.
Yeah, they kind of abandoned any story. They kind of abandoned trying to tell a story with it.
And literally for him just to come out and be like, hey, I know I was a bad guy yesterday, but I'm not anymore.
And there wasn't much story to his heel run other than I'm going to ruin wrestling.
For no reason. He never really had a reason.
It made me independently wealthy and a Hollywood movie star. I hate it.
Yeah.
There was never any explanation to why he turned. Or why.
Right. Yeah.
There was explanation the dysfunctional relationship
with the fans.
But there was never any reason why he aligned with The Rock. Why did he sell his soul or whatever? None of that was ever explained.
Well, also, it's the most generic. It's literally the generic. We've all, I think, maybe even Jason, but we've all done that heel turn. where it's because of the fans. Like everyone, all of us who've wrestled any amount of time eventually do that heel turn. So it's so generic. Like I've done it 5 times in my career. It's like, like do better.
It's the go-to. It's the go-to.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
It's you people. You're the one. You know. It's and really, you know, maybe if they just would have done it to where like, hey, this is Cena's last year. We're gonna give you guys all of your favorite John Cena matches. So like, you're gonna get him versus Randy Orton. You're gonna get him versus Punk. Like they almost could have just laid out. Here's his matches, and then you don't even really have to worry about that final one being the who's Cena's last opponent. You book it as maybe save Orton for that. Like whatever you do, that way it's not this big like, you know, is he building the next guy? You just kind of take that out of it altogether.
Well, and you could, if you want to make it a interlinking story, is every month or on TV, there's maybe a 4-way match that he faces John Cena's pay-per-view. And then the next one, maybe there's down to a singles, or maybe it's just a one-night tournament and you do different stuff through that. And you could also make another dude who chases Cena. He keeps trying to win that match to get Cena and doesn't get it. And then he wins on that last one. Now it's
a good story.
That's good stuff there.
10 things to get at John Cena. And now that's awesome.
And although I would still again promote it being a younger person, so you keep Cena with the Intercontinental belt, because I had no clue he wasn't a Grand Slam champ already. So you have Sheamus the entire year trying to get there, because he had the match with Sheamus. You have Sheamus finally beat him. There you go. You got
terrible
your Grand Slam champ, because
they
rolled that storyline out like 5 times and he still has yet to win the belt.
What would you guys think the audience? What would you guys think the audience reaction is if the last match was the same match we got at Survivor Series against Dom? If Dom was the one that beat him, super dirty like that, all the real actual heat would go to Dom and not the booking. I think maybe you pick the right guy, you alleviate that booking issue or that audience issue.
That is a point I can agree with. I think that should have been his last match.
Tim's agreeing too that it should be Dom?
James Ellsworth.
Here's the thing.
No.
I just want to see Gunther work guys who can super go. Like him versus Cena doesn't do anything for me. Good for Gunther,
like Jey
Uso. Yeah, no, not like Jey Uso, but like AJ Styles, or I'd love to see that. So I feel like I'm not getting what I want with Gunther, no matter what.
Yeah, to me, last match against Dom at a pay-per-view is gets fucked over to lose. That is better to me.
Even if they wanted to do the last show thing, just push it another show, have them work somebody else at Survivor Series and win.
Yeah,
you do the Dom match and title change there.
Yeah, I mean that would have been better.
And the only thing I'd be worried about is everyone really knowing Dom was going to win, because if Cena's the Intercontinental Champion in his last match, everyone's going to be like, "Well, Dom's got to win, right?" Unless Cena.
But I think that would be countered out. I think that would be countered by the audience thinking, "But it's Dom. They're not going to have Dom be the one that beats him." That's not believable.
Maybe, and I was going to say, you can also counter by Cena them making arrangements for, if Cena wins, we're going to put him on Raw the next night.
We're going to have a tournament. The finals will be.
They ask him what he wants to do with the belt if he wins that match. Yeah, that's good.
And here's how good you could work the people, though, is you make everyone film promos about the Intercontinental title on Monday, and you actually just waste promos, and then you have Dom win, and people are like, they filmed story for this.
Yeah, that would be good. So basically, what we've shown this,
what we've shown is they didn't even sit around in a room and bat around ideas, because we've all come up with ideas better than what they gave us.
Well,
well, besides the Gunther headband thing.
Hey now, somebody out there likes it.
But it is the WWE's way to kind of do predictable things. Like Austin Theory was the Masked Man. That's the most boring result we could get. I'm not saying it's not going to be good.
Head now.
Yeah,
it's a whole different
totally
guy.
different. Totally different.
He pulled a Danny Garcia.
I thought it was Danny Garcia.
Kyle
He's like a foot and a half taller and 300 pounds heavier.
Yeah, I mean, it was the safe. It's what everybody predicted. So I mean, I think it's going to end up being. I don't know if that's going to be the end of the mask, because it seems like there was more than one mask guy. Whether that's supposed to be in the story or not, that there's more than one. But like, I don't know if somebody else is going to show up. But like Austin Theory,
that would be good if next week there's another mask guy and it is Montez. But we go a couple weeks till we find out like a second mask guy just randomly shows up and Heyman just keeps collecting people.
So you guys are just...
I don't know who these guys are, but if they're on our side, I guess cool.
Did you just do another AI storyline because they're just recycling Doink into current times?
Yeah. Well, we're really hoping until we get to Dink. We're trying to get Dink back.
I'm holding out until one of them is Bobby Lashley.
Never mind.
That'd be a security nightmare. Like, what's to stop some random dude from dressing like that and jumping in the cage and then be like, oh, here comes the mask guy, back off, let him in.
Did he just stab Punk?
Come to think of it, even in the Doink times, what if a Doink fan jumped the rail and said, yeah, I'm another Doink?
Yeah, if the Indies have proven anything, it's that anybody can get a Doink outfit.
And the Doink, even though the Doink died, you can still be Doink on shows somehow. I don't understand that one.
Interesting.
I killed Vance. I've met more Doinks than I have anybody else. Really. Yeah, I don't know if there's I don't know if there's a name of individuals that I've met more of than Doinks. All right. Yeah, but kind of like what we
should end on that.
I know.
We talked about this at the very beginning, but it was fucked up how so Gunther beats Cena, comes out and brags about it because he did beat him clean. There wasn't cheating. And then because he said something mean, everyone's like, "Fuck you, you gotta leave." Like, did you guys watch? Did you guys watch the? I mean, have you seen the video of it though, or anything? Like the top 10 or whatever.
Like, you think you're a bad guy or something, but you're just an asshole. It's like,
well, so when he goes outside,
win a match. That's what I get paid to do.
When he goes outside, and AJ is sitting by his car. Did you see that part?
I heard about it. I didn't see it.
So, like, as Gunther leaves the arena, AJ is kind of just standing leaned up against his car, and they kind of preview, like, Gunther's probably going to end up being the one to retire AJ. Gunther gets in his car, and as he's going to drive by AJ, rolls his window down, does the "you can't see me" thing. But then as he goes to pull out, there's an Escalade or something sitting. It's been sitting there the whole time with its headlights on. So there was a moment where I was like, the way they're treating Gunther, I was like, they may reveal that, like, CM Punk or somebody is going to follow Gunther and, like, murder him later to, like, put a bullet in the back of his... I was like, they seem very upset with Gunther about this. Like, that they're hiring somebody to take him out.
No, that vehicle's just the Booker vehicle. Triple H is in there following him around. They just want the audience to know that.
I was like, who has an Escalade out here with their headlights on? Like, who left their headlights on in parking? So
it's probably as dumb as they just did that to light the shot better.
Probably.
The first anniversary of Raw on Netflix is coming up, so maybe we're going to find out that The Rock got Gunther to work for him because Cena didn't actually sell his soul. And we're going to pick the storyline back up, and Gunther's going to fight.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Jason's making all this.
I use my veto vote. No, thank you.
Draven, before you use your veto vote, would you not want to see Gunther chop Travis Scott to death?
That's one chop.
Right. Would you not want to see...
The answer may...
20 minutes to get to the ring.
The answer may constitute a war crime here, but no, I wouldn't want him to kill him because then he couldn't chop him more the next day. So just nonstop all day until his body can't handle anymore. Let him go to sleep. Nonstop all day till just over and over again.
Megan, what's the most chops you've taken in one session?
Me and Rocky started a match with 143 chops. Thank you.
Yep.
Wow.
It was good storytelling too. There were like stories built around. All right, he's got the momentum. He backed him up to the ropes. He backed him up to the ropes. Ducked the line, hit the ropes, chopped again, up and over, chop. Yeah, there's some good stuff in there.
Is it one of those things like where something starts out funny, gets less funny, starts getting funny again? Like was the crowd like, ooh?
Yeah,
all right,
they were with it because this is crazy.
Okay,
this is crazy. All right, we've seen this. Wait, they're still fucking doing it? Yeah.
So I think what we can all agree on is that I am, as I've always said, the Matt Hardy of mine and Vance Desmond's Hardy Boys team. I think that's the.
Speaking of,
anyone that has ever seen your knees knows that.
Yes.
Oh, and if anyone wants to talk to Matt Hardy about that,
I don't even remember that callback.
We've already given out Matt Hardy's number. If you watch enough,
allegedly,
all the numbers. Allegedly. Now give out cash.
That message. Slowly. We're not getting that edited out.
We're gonna freeze frame that.
No, you can leave that in there too. That's Matt saying, "Stop giving my number out on a podcast."
No, this is a very decisive thing that happened, which I think
decisive or divisive.
Divisive. Divisive is the word I meant. You're drunk. You're pretty.
I am. Oh no!
Give me your keys. Give me your keys. All right. Well, let us know what you think. Should Cena have won? Do you think Gunther was the right guy to beat Cena? How would you have booked Cena's last match and his retirement run? I don't know who won the court case here. I don't really know.
Jason's the captain. That's the highest court in the land.
No, the winner, Triple H. Just the way I wanted it.
No, terrible.
Just cut the podcast.